Well, forget house calls. These doctors fly in on helicopters. Helicopters Without Borders is a BC charity that transports medical professionals, clinics, and cargo to remote communities. It's a game-changing service for areas otherwise cut off from many healthcare services. Joining me now is Carl Fakney, the charity's Director of Operations. Carl, great to have you on the show.
Yeah, good morning, Kelsey. Thanks for having us on.
Morning. So you fly into communities that sometimes don't have power. You set up clinics that offer dental and medical services in just minutes. How do you manage to do that?
Yeah, that's right, Kelsey. So we use aviation to support anything related to health and wellness. So out of our base in Vancouver, we use donor funds to fly up to some of the most remote communities in Western Canada. We bring up a whole range of services from our own mobile dental clinic to optometry, diabetes support, and we do it all going everywhere at almost 300 kilometers an hour. So there's a significant clinical time saving, and we do it at a cost that's about 75% less than the current model of people traveling out to access services.
When we look at the numbers, nearly 20% of Canadians live in rural or remote communities. One of the communities you service is Douglas First Nation. This is located near Harrison Lake in British Columbia. So what would an average visit to that community look like?
Yeah, so once we've got the clinicians together in the morning and we've loaded the aircraft, we make the quick 25-minute flight over the mountains to Hookshaw, a trip that would otherwise take most of the day down a pretty rough logging road. And once we land, we land pretty close to the health centre. The guys start to unload and get to work. It takes about an hour for the dental clinic to get set up. But in the meantime, a lot of the other services like optometry and audiology will already start seeing people. Once everyone's up and running, they start working through the booking sheets that are generally organised by the communities, and we see walk-ins as well. And then we work through until everybody who wishes to be seen has been seen. And a trip may last a day, or sometimes as much as 5 days in some communities. And once everyone who wishes to be seen has been seen, we pack up and go home.
There are remote communities where people living there may not have had a lot of exposure to medical professionals. What exposure they have had may have come with a history of mistrust. So how do you break down those barriers to earn the trust of the communities you serve? Yeah,
so a lot of it has been, I suppose, just putting one foot in front of the other and just building, as you say, that trust. And thankfully, we've had the support and enthusiasm of a few key partner communities and donors that have given us the opportunity to get out there and show that it can be done. And what we're seeing now is we're just transferring into a great time of momentum where the communities themselves are reaching out to us and requesting services and being pretty vocal on what they'd like to see, and thankfully they're inviting us back to provide them.
Carl, Helicopters Without Borders says it has connected more than 5,000 people with healthcare and delivered nearly 125,000 pounds of cargo. Right now, you only operate in BC. So I have two questions here. What is it about that province that lends itself to a service like this? And is there a thought of expanding across the country?
Yeah, great. Thanks, Kelsey. I suppose the thing about BC is the remoteness of some of the coastal communities that are specifically suited to having helicopter transport to access them. In terms of expanding across the country, as an organisation, we're pretty keen on efficiency, so we keep an eye on, where the helicopter is the most appropriate tool for the job. But if it does make sense, if there's an opportunity to save costs, improve health outcomes, and help with recruitment of clinicians, then we're certainly open to looking at it, and we definitely have our eyes looking across Canada and beyond.
Well, it's an innovative idea, and I'm thankful for our conversation today. Carl Fakney, thank you.
Thanks, Kelsey.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.